So I've got some playback data loaded so we can see the accurate key levels that were going on earlier today. Pre-market, the Heikin Ashi was red. It was not in wickless mode until this candle at 9:33. However, we had positive delta on that candle and we never broke below the low of this candle. Once we did, several minutes later, we did come down to the R1 pivot. Had a lot of delta on this candle. Heikin Ashi was not in wickless mode. We never broke below the low of this candle. No trade there for me either. 9:35, we had a rejection off of the 20 SMA. A couple minutes later, we had another rejection off the 20 SMA. Once we finally did close above the 20 SMA, we had the 250 SMA, this purple line, kind of right in the way. We rejected off the 250 SMA a couple times. Kind of slow grinded up, back up to the high of the 15-minute opening range. This was a nice candle. Very bearish, tiny-bodied wicking candle off the high of the 15-minute opening range. Heikin Ashi turned red, went into wickless mode, closed below the 20. I thought about shorting it there, but we had the center of the 15-minute opening range coming up. We did get rejected off of that, back up to the 20. We got a big red candle to the downside that closed below VWAP, but there was hardly any delta coming through, and we had this R1 pivot right in the way. If we could have broken lower below this R1 pivot, below these recent lows, I might have been more interested in a short there. We rejected off the pivot point once again, broke back above the center of the 15-minute opening range. Heikin Ashi turned wickless. You can tell by the dark green core of the candle. We finally had a close above the 15-minute range, and we made it up to the next pivot, the R2 pivot. Had a couple of wicking candles off of the R2, headed back down, got a hold up at the 250 SMA. I got into a trade here. We closed below the 20, and we were right below the 250 SMA, and we had a lot of strong delta coming in. I was up 4 or 5 points at one point, and this is the one time I did not hit market close, and I waited to drag up my ATM, take profit, and it just went against me and stopped me out. The Heikin Ashi turned back green, closed above the 20 SMA, popped back up to the R2 pivot. The R2 pivot was some massive resistance today, and when we finally broke out, very nice candle, wickless to the upside, strong delta. I got into a long there. I didn't hold on to it very long, but it would have gone for my full take profit. So at this point, I was slightly positive on the day, and then I just took several trades in the middle of this chop, just kind of went back and forth and ended up negative 68 for the day. In hindsight, there was definitely some opportunities, but I did not personally trade them very well today. It's after hours, Wednesday night, down $68 total across all the different accounts. Average winning trade, average losing trade were about the same. My largest winning trade was better than my largest losing trade. 50% today. So those are some of the things that I look for every day when I'm trading. Got my simplified order flow information. Got the delta histogram down here. Got the MMT Heikin Ashi painting the candle colors. Got the MMT key levels and the built-in NinjaTrader pivot points. There wasn't much in the way of key levels today because we were at all-time highs. Most of the key levels were down below. I hope you got some good ideas for your own trading. There's links to all these indicators in the description. I appreciate you taking the time to tune in. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.